This story is very fresh as it only happened a few days ago and still hasn't fully developed, but I will need to begin with a bit of context. I work at a car wash, and I love my job, but it has its downsides. I am the only female employee, and by now I am used to the old men that gawk at me as they clean their car. But what particularly bothers me is hearing how my coworkers talk about female clients, or females in general. They're extremely vulgar and disrespectful. I normally shake it off and remind myself that I can't stop them from acting like dogs, but when it comes to my key holder, I simply can't let it go. For privacy reasons, we will call him Matt. Matt is 29 years old and has been working for the car wash for 5 years. He has also been demoted from a general manager to key holder. My previous AGM told me Matt had stalking charges from his ex and was on probation at his old location. My AGM showed me the charges not very long after I had started the job. I was shocked. Matt didn't seem to be a creep like described, but I still kept that information in my subconscious. As time went by, I watched Matt bother the fuck out of any pretty female who would come to wash their car. Even though my co-workers would engage in vulgar conversation, as well none of them were nearly as bad as him, and even they would acknowledge when he was being gross. Our general manager, his direct boss, has had several conversations with him, telling him to stop pestering female clients, but he's persisted, and even asked a customer if she would want to have a kid with him. Our general manager is a pushover when it comes to punishment. He will have discussions but will refrain from taking further actions like suspension without pay, or a write-up, which is why Matt has been relatively let off the hook for his actions. It makes me so mad. He deserves to be fired for the way he acts towards females. He watches so much porn that he believes every female he interacts with wants to have sex with him. Specifically, this past Thursday, I was helping out a customer select their wash. The customer was a young girl, no older than 20. She was pretty, and I already knew who would hunt her down in the parking lot after her car wash. Before I could even finish helping her out, Matt came outside to get a quick word in before the transaction ended. He asked her how her day was and mentioned the weather. Basic conversation, I know, but if I wasn't there, I'm sure he would have said something perverted. I scanned her through, and she pulled forward. Matt began to walk towards the parking lot, assumingly to assist her in drying her car off. My GM took notice of Matt's plan and told him not to go talk to her, but what did he do anyway? You guessed it. Went and bothered her. My GM went on break and I could overhear Matt bragging to my coworkers about getting the girl's Instagram. He was talking about her body and the disgusting things he wanted to do with her. I couldn't wait any longer. Time for revenge. Our company really values its Google reviews and we check them every hour. Knowing this, I quickly created a fake Gmail account completed with a profile picture and name. I wrote out a nasty review from the girl's perspective, essentially letting out all my anger from previous scenarios. I sent the review to ChatGPT to change the tone, attempting to sound more realistic, and posted it after adding its finishing touches. I watched as my GM pull out his phone to view the email alerting him of the 1-star review. He began shaking his head and tossed his hand over his mouth. My GM told me to check the review Matt got, as if I didn't write it, lol. The rest of my coworkers quickly found out about the review, and all said the same thing. He had it coming. Matt has been the worst to so many females that the review is 100% believable, and no one has or will question it. Since then, Matt has been suspended without pay until further notice. Our district manager practically told me that he was 99.9% fired until the company completed their investigation. I know he will get fired, but I don't feel bad at all. He can end up on the streets for all I care. He is a terrible human with gut-wrenching morals, and I believe he deserves worse than what I could conjure, but that is in karma's hands now. I'm sorry for the long post.